Hello, this is Health and Wellness Weekly with Dr. Rivera. On today's show, I brought in 4 guests to help me discuss the obesity epidemic in America among high school age students. With me, I have Karina, a dietitian specialist, Tracy, a pediatrician, Alex, who is a PE teacher at a high school, and from the Centers for Disease Control Prevention, I have Anna. Obesity within high school age kids has massively grown in the past decades, and technology has taken over their lives. These children do not take advantage of the opportunities for physical fitness at their schools, such as PE, sports, and health and wellness classes. Instead, they sit around on their laptops or phones and eat unhealthy throughout the day.
Thank you for having us. At CDC, we take obesity very seriously, and for today's show, I'd like to show you the current statistics on how sedentary the lifestyle of adolescents has become.
14.3% of students sampled did not participate in at least 60 minutes of physical activity on at least one day. 41.7% of students sampled played video or computer games or used a computer 3 or more hours per day. 15.2% of students have not participated in any sort of physical activity for the past 7 days before the data was conducted. 48% did not attend physical education classes in an average week when they were in school.
I can confirm these statistics firsthand. There's a lot of students in my PE classes who don't want to participate even though they're in the class. But even furthermore, there's a lot of schools that don't even offer physical education for high school students, so that compounds the problem.
Right. And Tracy, what do you see in your patients when they come to see you? And are there more that are obese, and what do you tell them are some benefits of physical activity?
Well, thank you for having me today on your show, Dr. Rivera. In my patients, I have noticed an increase in obesity, pre-diabetics, heart disease, and hypertension. I always encourage my patients to be more active because there are many benefits to it, like you said. The more physical activity adolescents engage in, the healthier they are. Engaging in some sort of physical activity will reduce the risk of developing obesity and chronic diseases. It will promote physiological well-being and on a broader perspective. And it will also help maintain healthier bones and muscles. And along with that, it helps students on relaxing themselves out of the classroom, which leads to a better health condition. And being active can help improve academic performance in school as well.
I agree with everything you've said. Physical activity is very important to live a healthier and longer life. And the other diseases that you brought up are very serious and are due to the fact that people aren't physically active and can affect them even more than obesity. What are some tips, Karina, that you could give some students or even us to be active or more healthy in our lives?
Well, obviously diets aren't the way to go just because they don't work. There are many crazy diets that aren't healthy and don't help you get what your body needs. You need 5 groups of food, which are the whole grains, fruit and vegetables, protein, dairy, fat, and sugar. I'm not saying you to cut off your favorite foods, but moderation is key. Just keep in mind that the more calories you intake, the more you should start exercising.
So now I'm going to show you just some simple exercises that you could do to, even though you might not think it, that will actually increase your physical activity and make your health better off.
Perfect.
Okay, so running on a thing like an elliptical or a treadmill, it's a good way to boost cardio, and it's very simple.
I'd like to thank my guests for being here today to help me discuss the severity of the obesity epidemic, and I'd like to thank you for watching. Tune in next week.